Good morning, sight friends. Middy Man coming at you from Walks Music. Yet another word for today. We all thank God for life, health, and strength for as well as it is. We want to give Him all the glory. We thank Him for everything for as well as it is. We also want to say that people that in our lives and things change and circumstances as well as certain seasons change. People, we look at nature. We have winter, we have summer, spring, and fall. Those seasons change, and each one have their place. And so it is with our lives. And in this here particular video here, I'm celebrating. In other words, I call it "Name That Tune," and I call it that for two reasons. Number one is that we need to find out sometimes in our lives what tune is playing. And we need to differentiate between the sounds. We need to understand, and we need to understand how to figure out the sound. In other words, if a trumpet gives an uncertain sound, how can one prepare for battle? I know this from being a military veteran and everything, and I know exactly what the trumpet means. When we hear the sound of the trumpet, for the day is done. In other words, for the going down, when we lower our flag as on home base, time for rest and relaxation. In other words, and also that I'm going to do something probably at the end of this video that dealing with my method of training. I'm going to do something that's the reason why I named this here, Name That Tune. First of all, people, let me say that in the book of Proverbs, 28, I think, 29, I believe it is, 29 and 18, it says that where there is no vision, the people perish. Now, we want to say that most of the time, in just about every instant, in every circumstance, if you're going to be for God, and you decide that you're going to follow Christ, and you're going to have purpose in life, this is when Satan automatically going to give you the most trouble. You can count on it. You can count on it. Jesus said the sower go out to sow the word, and immediately after the sower sowed the word, the devil come immediately to try to steal that and take that seed that was planted, keep you from bearing what? Fruit. Now, first of all, you have nothing, you have no control over no one but yourself. Amen. You have no control over no one but yourself. Now, Jesus said that a house divided against itself cannot stand. He made reference to that because of the Pharisees. They told him that he casted out devils by the prince of the devils, the chief of the devil, which was Beelzebub. Now, Jesus told him, if Satan be against Satan, cast out Satan, how can his kingdom stand? Well, it's the same thing, people, in our lives. And I've noticed, and I'm just using my own self for an example. I've seen it more times than a little bit, where God was trying to move me to another level, another season. That is when I faced the most opposition from Satan. And I must say, I love when my pastor say, which is at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, Dr. Donnie Green. He always say, shake it off. Shake it off. And really, you think about it. I'm going to tell the story that once, matter of fact, I cannot claim credit for this, but I heard this from somewhere else. There was an old donkey, or a mule, I believe it was, fell in a pit, and he was an old mule and everything, and the owner decided that it would be better to just bury him and forget about it than to try to dig him out the pit or get him out the pit. So they would just have the whole community, they were dumping trash down in the pit on the old donkey to try to bury him Therefore, we're going and kill the old donkey. So every time they throw down the dirt or whatever, the trash on the donkey just shake it off, pack it up on his feet. And every time somebody come and dump some trash on him, that donkey just shake it off, pack it on his feet. He did that for so long, and eventually they had put so much trash on the donkey, and he kept packing it up on his feet until eventually he just rolls on up out the pit, and finally, when the last bunch of trash that was dumped on him was made it high enough, he just stepped out the pit and went running on off. Same thing goes with our lives, people. You can't help when people pour trash on you, talk bad about you, mistreat you. You can't help that, but just shake it off and pack it under your feet. The very mess that people try to put against you, you use that as a stepping stone. You use that as a ladder. You use that to get you to the next level. See, that's the strategy that we must use. Never get bitter. Excuse me. Never get bitter because someone lied on you. Never get bitter because somebody throws some trash on you. Shake it off. Use that as an elevator to make you keep rising to where God needs you to be. I noticed this here from just the past few years that I was connected to certain people that I thought that they was okay. But lo and behold, for what God was trying to move me to another dimension and get me past me from this season, from one season to another season. See, I was coming into a new season in my life, and I didn't understand it, but God did. And he knew that he had to disconnect me from certain people and things that I was involved in at that particular time. I didn't understand it while it was happening, but now that I look back, I understand perfectly. I wouldn't have been able to go into my next season and do the thing that God had ordained for me to do for the next season if I had tried to continue to connect to the circumstances and the people that I was involved in. Do I hate the people? No. Thank God for them, because it was through them that got me to this position where I am now. And right now I do feel that God is getting ready now, even as I speak, moving. I'm transitioning now to another season. But nevertheless, we must not forget that the devil is always going to be at you. If he's not after you, then that means he got you. Believe me now, if the devil is not messing with you, that means you're not making a difference nowhere. Because if you are making a difference, he's going to come against you. And everything that you have, he will come against it to try to distract you and to deter you from the vision that God has given you and from the destiny that you're trying to fulfill and in the season that you are trying to move into. Can't let people stop you, people. Can't let people stop you. So in other words, when folks get victims of evil spirits and get full of the devil and start using all these weapons against you, remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I don't know why people do it. God laughs at our plan. God laughs when we say we got a plan. Yeah, you got a plan. But remember, it's God's purpose that's going to prevail. Now, we just say we thank God for that, and I just thought I'd throw that out there to let everybody know that you're, most of the time, when you call yourself, you don't realize that even then that you're being used as a pawn to get a person to another level by the way you act. When you throw in your trash, you elevating the jackass. When you throw in your trash, you are elevating that mule. In other words, especially if that mule has sense enough to shake it off and pack it up on his feet. You never let people decide your happiness. Don't let people dictate your joy. Never let anyone steal your joy. Many times, John 6:66, it said many went back and they did not follow Jesus anymore. But I never remembered where Jesus went looking for him either. In other words, everybody have a destiny and a purpose. If you are on the planet, you have a destiny and a purpose for being on the planet. Now, a lot of us never realize it. We never come and fulfill our destiny sometimes. The graveyard is full of people with unrealized dreams. But a lot of unrealized potential is in the graveyard. But I don't know about you, but I'm gonna challenge you. But I'm gonna tell you what Mitty Man is gonna do. Mitty Man is not gonna let anyone steal his joy. Gonna keep on doing what God told me to do, regardless to what. Because I got a race to run, and I got to run this race by myself. No one else is gonna run this race for me, and no one is gonna run your race. So now, if you decide that you want to quit and give up, well, the race is not given to the swift or the strong, but to those that continue to run in the race. So with that being said, now we're going to we're just saying we hope that this here helps somebody that might be going through a situation and you're going through a storm and it seems like all hell is breaking loose against you. Don't worry, it's just a test. In other words, God is trying to get you from one season to the next. Satan knows this and he's trying to block you. Now the reason why I named the video, named that tune, we're going to do something here, and it came to me a few days ago, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to seem like I was trying to be pushy or arrogant or whatnot, but God knows I just want to help people. That's all I want to do. I want to be able to help and be a blessing in this world. I'm going to play a little portion, if I can, on my old trusted keyboard back there. That Casio back there is a workhorse, people. Been had it for 16 years and it's still running smooth. I'm going to play a tune. And the reason why I named the video, named that tune, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to play just a portion of it, and I'm going to use the onboard accompaniment function built into the keyboard to try to help me out. And if anyone can name that tune, the song that I'm going to play, and the artist, the name of the tune and the artist, Mitty Man is going to compliment them with an hour session, just one-on-one hour session with any area of what I offer as in training. One-on-one, an hour session with that person. For the first 5 that get this here right, for the first 5 people that get it right, I will sit down with a 1 hour session with each one of them in any area of instruction that I have on Mitty Man's site, on walkersmusic.com, in the online method of training. In other words, it's called the Guided Online Direction, the God System, people. So that's what I want to do. I want to do that. I should have done it days ago. I delayed. I wanted to make certain that I was hearing from God. So now I'm going to do it now. Bear with me, because like I said, I haven't had a chance to set up the keyboard at all. But we're going to try to set it up here and I'm going to try to set the rhythm pattern to make sure I got it like it should be. And then we'll go from there. It's called Name. I want you to name the tune and the artist. I think that's just a little bit too fast right there, but let me adjust that a little bit. I think that might be it. Let me see here. We'll try it right here. Here we go. 1, 2, go. That's all I'm going to play. That's all I'm going to play. Now, what you need to do is name that tune. Give me the artist. You can contact me through YouTube, or you can do it through my website at www.walkersmusic.com, or you can email me at batmatt, B-A-T-M-A-T-T, at hotmail.com. Either way, one of those ways you can get to it, and give me the name of the artist and the name of the tune, and we will be getting with you the first 5. Like I said, the first 5 to get it right. This is what Middle Man will do. That's name that tune. So like I say in my closing, people, like I always say, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it because it's going to come to nothing. This is Middle Man saying peace. Goodbye.